Hey guys, Slacker here. So today on Hub Talk, I want to talk about expanded collecting. Um, what do I mean by expanded collecting? And should you do it? Is it something you like to do? It's something I like to do in like a smaller form factor. So what I mean by expanded collecting is things that so for example, Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, you like collecting the cards, you like playing the card game. Expanded collecting would be getting things that aren't necessarily the cards themselves. So, like for example, I collect Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and stuff, but I have an Exodia collection. So I have an Exodia Funko Pop. I don't normally go for Funko Pops too often, um, but sometimes they look good. Sometimes they don't look terrible. And this was a gift from a friend of mine. He knows I have an Exodia collection, and this goes along with it. It looks really good, really nicely detailed for a Funko Pop. Nice and chunky. Sits really well. Looks really well on display. But stuff like that. Then you have your unofficial and official stuff. So I have these minifigures by Mega House for Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, Jinzo, Joey, and Yuki himself. I don't have too much Pokemon stuff. We do, in terms of the expanded collection for Pokemon, we do have Funko Pops, and we have the Mega Blocks line. These are the Build Your Team sets. We got Charmander. We got a Fuecoco. They really did him really well. I feel like for being Lego esque, they really did Charmander dirty though. I think. And I have the grab it over here. Ditto. Ditto. They did really well as well. But that's just a few. That's just a few things I want to talk about. You also have your sealed product. If you collect old sealed product, so for example, I have a still sealed, really old, really beat up Dungeon Dice Monsters game. So it has the original seals on it. It's old, kind of dusty. I've always wanted to play this, never really had the chance to. I bought this and was like really weird about opening it up, even though it's not in the best condition. Could be better, could be worse though. Um, but yeah, this is what I mean by expanded collecting. You collect Yu-Gi-Oh, but you collect outside of standard Yu-Gi-Oh. We also have some dog tags. I have the Exodia dog tag for my Exodia collection. We also have a Dark Magician. I really thought these were kind of neat. They don't take up much space. That's really important in an expanded collection. I feel like um, don't dedicate all your space to stuff like this if you are into a bigger hobby. Um, but I also have some sealed Pokemon product. I do have some decks I've collected. I have some sealed Yu-Gi-Oh decks I've collected as well. There's also model kits and stuff. But then there's the unofficial stuff that you can collect, such as Yu-Gi-Oh Orcas. I really like these. Unfortunately, the shop that I got these from no longer exists. It was an Etsy shop. I don't remember the name of it at all. But we have the three Blue Eyes White Dragons modeled after the anime. Has the anime back and artwork and everything. Really love the way these came out. Just ignore the dog barking in the background. Um, but these came out really well. I'm really happy with those. This nice acrylic display set for them really makes them stand out. It's really an eye getter for people who may not actually play the game or haven't played the game in a long time, but they recognize this. This is something iconic. I really like collecting the iconic stuff. We also have these. We have Slifer, Raw, and Obelisk, and these nice little frames. So these frames are magnetic. They do come out. They do come with the top loaders, and so the Etsy shop. I cannot remember the name of the Etsy shop right now, but they really thought of everything to display these cards like this. You don't have to put the orcas in them. The orcas I also got from the same place I got the blue eyes from. Um, Unfortunately, like I said, it's no longer in, it's no longer open. But they did provide the top loaders. They also provided these little 3D printed trays with the top loader. So this is just a little tray that fits into the top loader that you put the card in, you slide it in, and it holds the card in there perfectly while being displayed in there, so it doesn't slide around the top loader. You go ahead and you put this in there like that, and it just magnetically locks on. These are great. This is something that is fantastic. These are not cheap. My girlfriend got me these. These were not cheap for the most part, but they are really decent quality, I would say. They can be cleaned up a little bit, but I'm not one to nitpick like that. I think they look good the way they are. It looks 3D printed, but it's fine. But yeah, he made one for every color of the God cards. We have raw here, obviously all orcas with the text and everything. You can find orcas from other places, probably the same quality, probably not. A lot of places offer them in non-hollow as well. I know a lot of people would rather them look more like the anime, just flat artwork, not hollow or anything. I don't mind the hollow look for them. These also came with little display stands that push into here and they hold them. But my final piece, and we're going back to the Exodia collection, is this same frame, same place I got that was gotten for the God card frames. We have the 5 pieces of Exodia, a nicely displayed frame. Now this does not come with a stand or nothing, but this does have wall mounts right here. Same kind of display as the here's the name of the store right here. Not really sure how to pronounce that, but that's the name of the store that these were got from. Definitely does great work. This was, for being 3D printed, it is a clean 3D print. It has the print lines and stuff on a lot of stuff, and you could clean that up if you wanted to spend the time sanding it down and getting into these small little areas. This is also the same thing. I wouldn't feel comfortable hanging this on the wall as much as I want to, just because the magnets, I'm not sure how well they would hold up on this, just because it is a bigger thing. Now they are pretty strong magnets, I would say. Like obviously, I can lift it up like this and it won't pop off. But this is definitely a must if you collect orcas or anything like that. But that's why I don't want to hang them like that. I'll fix that later. Because this is just a very 3D printed thing. I'll show you how this works. So you pull that up. So these sit really oddly on there. So you see the 4 magnets on the corners. So much like with the God cards, comes with the top loaders, comes with the 3D printed inlay tray. You push them in there. The guy that did this, or the person that did this, I should say, really, really thought this out, and I really appreciate it. This was clever. They must have done so many so many trial and error runs and figuring out how wide this is. I definitely want to get a 3D printer one day. I think that would be pretty cool to do. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here and talk to you guys a little bit about my expanded collection for my hobbies. I do have some things planned in the future. I do want to start doing giveaways at some point. I'm getting really close to 100 subscribers. For the giveaways, obviously, you don't have to subscribe to enter, but I'm looking into doing the giveaways. I have a bigger video project. I say bigger, not really that big. Bigger video project coming out, I believe, this Friday, this upcoming Friday. Um, I forgot the date. But I will be building a Pokemon binder. I will be completing my first Pokemon set in Korean. I'm looking to do a cross build binder to complete another binder. Um, I hope you guys watch the video. Hope you guys enjoy that, coming along with me on that. It is Korean, like I said, and I want to do a giveaway for that once that mine's all done. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys like seeing my collection. Tell me, do you guys have stuff like this? Let me know in the comments. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and keep an eye out for when I start doing giveaways. I want to give back to you guys. I really appreciate doing this. I really appreciate the people that are subscribing and commenting and watching the videos. But yeah, you guys have a good day. Keep on collecting. Peace.